on, everybody. Let's go fishing. Well, hey, how are you? It's trout season. We got our old trusty trout rod. Usually we'll use our ultralight, and this is a ultralight rod that we have here. This is actually my Christmas rod. My dad got this from me a while ago and really love this rod. Well, today we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're talking about a new rod that we got ourselves, a medium light Daiwa Zillion. Got myself a BFS reel, and we're going to try to throw this rod out with some smaller Rooster Tails. Can you fish for trout with a BFS setup? Stay tuned and find out. All right, let's go. It's quite windy out today. I'm actually surprised. I knew it was going to be windy. I just didn't think it was going to be this windy. And we're going to use the drone a little bit today. We don't normally use the drone all that much, but the drone can follow us. Come on. The water's moving a little bit quicker than I'm usually liking. Today this looks extra steep. Oh yeah, the water's really high. The water's super, super high. Wow. So the water's a lot higher than it's been in some time. So, you know, I was kind of actually considering bringing my hip waders, and I decided against it. Now I'm kind of thinking I might have to go back up there and get them. But I should be able to make a few casts in this one spot here. Not so long ago, I was just standing not so far from us right over here. And now that's all underwater.
Let's get started with a 1/4 ounce Rooster Tail.
So the water's so high that we might have a little bit of a trouble trying to avoid some of the high grasses. And the poor drone, she's really fighting to stay going. I kind of wanted to go with a smaller spinner, to be honest with you, but right now I have on a 1/4 ounce, and I think I really want to switch over to a lighter spinner. The conditions are not exactly how I hoped they'd be. The water's moving very quickly. The water's high. All right, I'm gonna switch to a smaller ounce. Right now I got a 1/4 ounce on. I think I'm gonna switch over to an 1/8 ounce. So let's do that, or a 3/16 even. All right. Just put you there for a second, Mr. Droney. Joni Bujoni. I think we're gonna go with something a little brighter. The water's pretty cloudy. This is a 1/16. Maybe a little lighter than I'd like to be, but we're all tied on. And we're still using our ultralight setup. Quite a bit lighter. My action should change a little bit. I went from 1/4 ounce to 1/16. And primarily this has been stocked trout. Trout stocked. And actually, as I was coming up, I didn't actually see any signs this year. And I'm wondering if they stocked this year. I guess the real trick's gonna be seeing if that BFS can be a good trout trout rod. We know the spinning reel can do it. Primarily, whenever you've gone trout fishing, the likeliness is you went out with a spinning reel if you were gonna fish with any kind of spinners. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of curious to see if you could bring a BFS rod and reel and fish that way. That's why I thought, you know what, if they did a trout stock, possibly with the Rooster Tails, maybe we can get something to come up. So I'm getting a good idea of approximate cast distance with the spinning rod. So it's going to be interesting to use that BFS casting rod to see, am I going to get more distance out of it? Because really what would really be any other reasoning to want to bring it out for trout fishing is if you didn't get more casting distance. So we're going to find that out. Thanks for stopping by Kirk Allen Outdoor Adventures. And I wanted to talk to you about something I think is just a great idea. I'm talking about Red Tuna Shirt Club. I just got my monthly subscription right here, and I'm real excited to open it up, and I thought I'd share it with you. One of the things about the Red Tuna Shirt Club is they're American-made, family-run business, and they have authentic designs from charters all across the world. I thought it was really kind of cool to get involved with Red Tuna Shirt Club. I'm gonna tear into this bag and see what shirt we got this month. You're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing opening up shirts? Well, let's talk about it. Each of these Red Tuna shirts feature some of the charter companies and fishing lodges and top destinations all around the world. So let's see what we got here. And this is the beauty. Awesome. Looks like we got Flamingo, Costa Rica, and this is Bushwhacker Sport Fishing. That's awesome. Really nice shirt. Let's get in this thing and check it out. Unlike most big name fishing brands, all Red Tuna shirts are printed right here in the USA. Family run business based in Houston, Texas, and they are really good when it comes to detail. Look at the different colors in this. I mean, a lot of times you order a shirt, they're kind of blah, maybe one or two colors, but this is really a beautiful shirt. They have tons of experience. They were founded in 2011. They have thousands of 5-star reviews, and if you want to go check them out, type in Red Tuna Shirt Club, get involved, check out these really awesome shirts. So Red Tuna Shirt Club gives you an option of picking different types of shirt. They're all 100% cotton. They have short sleeve, they've got pocketed sleeve, long sleeve, and you can see just how beautiful it is. Check out those colors. Really a beautiful shirt. It's super soft, lightweight, but you can switch up your styles anytime. Join Red Tuna Shirt Club today and get exclusive authentic fishing shirts delivered monthly. I'll include the coupon code right here. So yeah, get involved. Rather than switch our Rooster Tail over, I've got other Rooster Tails the same weight. So it turned out that I was running a 1/6. So we're gonna go with a 1/8. That's pretty light, but we're gonna give it a shot on the BFS. That is super, super light. So we're gonna have to definitely work on tightening down our brake. Let's get it tied on. To say I'm nervous is an understatement. I've never thrown a 1/8 on this guy before. So we're gonna drop this brake way, way down. I mean, way down. We're gonna pretty much lock it up. We're on an 1/8. And we're just gonna, as I said, right now I got us on an 18th. And you can see it's pretty tight. So we're just gonna do a light cast. And it went out there. Maybe even had a little too much brake. This is a BFS reel. This is a Daiwa BF70. And you can see I've gotten with an 1/8 ounce Rooster Tail so far 2 pretty successful casts. I'll lie to you if I didn't say I'm a little nervous, so I'm a little bit careful about how far I'm casting right now. So this is basically, we're gonna load it out one more time. Oh, that's what we were worried about, but we knew it was gonna happen. I let the brake out a little bit too much on that, I believe. So, gonna tighten that up before I even get going here. The problem with moving rivers and backlashes are everything's still going away from you, even though you're reeling in. So the last time you saw this rod, they had a standard SV70 on it, and we switched this over to a BFS, and you can see where my lure ends up here. Really quite crazy, isn't it? This is very, very light. I'm gonna go one more breakdown even. Okay, I'm a little bit careful, so I think that's kind of why things are not getting a full cast out of it. I'm nervous. All right, we're just gonna go for it. Here we go. And we backlashed again. All right, so maybe 1/8 is just too light for the BFS reel. That's 2 backlashes. My thought was to go 1/6. I only have 1/1/6 Rooster Tail, so we're casting a 1/8, and it's a little light. It's a little light. I went for it on that one. I did go for it on that. It's reeling in nicely. I got great feel. All right, we'll try again. To set that brake 2 more notches. This is very, very light. Actually, I hit the water fast. I'm actually a little surprised at how quickly it's hitting the water. Well, this is answering our question, isn't it? Can you trout fish with a BFS rated reel? And so far we're not having too much success. My first couple casts weren't too bad, and we are hooked up into something now. We got something on the line. Be crazy if it's a little fish, but it's a little stick. All right, I got to be more gentle. Damn it. I try to be gentle, and the lure's just so light. I'm hitting the water early. So far this hasn't really made anything better for me. Nothing better. Okay, we're gonna take it another one now. So I have to really be diligent on the brake, on my thumb on there. Gonna give it one more shot. Yep, it's actually surprisingly, it's like I'm not getting any launch on it. So you're getting to see a couple bird nests being undone here. So hopefully you're learning to be patient and just work with your backlashes, and you'll see if you pull them out and if you get a little bit hang up. You don't want to pull too quickly when you're unraveling a backlash. Sometimes you can actually tighten a knot if you have one there, and you want to go all the way down till you have tight line on the spool. So if you see a little bit of sloppy looking line, continue to take it out, because that could create an issue a little bit down the road. Okay, so we're going to switch the 1/8 off and go to a little heavier Rooster Tail. You know, and I don't have a lot. I'm going to try one more. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to throw the brake all the way down. Try one more. That wasn't too bad. It's almost like the lure's so light that I'm actually not like cranking it up, firing it out there. Right now I'm casting with full brake, and I have to be so quick on my thumb. It's leaving the rod so quickly. And I'm not getting very much success on the cast. Yeah, it's like whipping out. I have to be a little more gentle. I can't cast this like I'm used to casting my heavier reels. So far, the BFS has not helped me one bit with the 1/8 ounce. So maybe it's lure. The lure's just too light. So we're gonna weight up the lure a little bit and see if that helps. Okay, so this is back on the spin reel. Let's go ahead and do a couple casts on the spinning reel just to see now, get a little bit of a comparison. You want to know something? I'm not sure my distance was any much more. Yeah, a little more. But I'm not smashing the water like I was with the BFS. So when it comes to 1/8 or 1/6, well, no, this is an 1/8. When it comes to an 1/8, I'm gonna say that the spinning reel still has an advantage over the BFS system. Let's get this guy in. Let's tie that 1/6 on the BFS and see if that makes a difference on the BFS system that's sitting here in the dirt. I've thrown plenty of 1/4 ounce with little or no problem with my confidence. This 1/6 would probably be, well, I guess I can't say that anymore. I have thrown an 1/8 that didn't work out real good, but we did throw it. So let's give it a try. We're on a 6. I think I'm still going to leave the brake entirely on. And now that felt good. That felt really good. You can see no problem with backlash. Pretty decent cast. Not sure if I got the same distance or not with the spinning reel. I'll go back right now to see what my distance was on that. So right now we're going to go back. You want to know something? I'm not sure my distance was any much more. And we're back. So let's see. Gonna try to get another. Okay. That was a much better cast out with the BFS on the 6 ounce Rooster Tail. That was a nice cast. That was a real nice cast. I'm very pleased with that. Oh yeah. Okay. The BFS is shining right now. When it comes to the 6 ounce, not bad at all. 1/6 Rooster Tail is throwing great. The 1/8 was just a little hard to cast. Could I do it? Yeah. Would I want to? No, not really. With the 1/8 Rooster Tail, and maybe 8 out of 10 were bird nests or backlashes, that's a problem. But now we're throwing the 6th and it's working out quite well. I got the brake fully on. I'm gonna adjust the brake down 1 click. We're gonna give it another cast and see if we can get just a pinch more distance. I would say we got maybe only about another foot was all. Pretty pleased with the way it feels. So I guess we're answering the question. Can you trout fish with a BFS rod and reel? You sure can, but I would suggest don't go any lighter than a 6 ounce. A 1/6 is about as light as I think you can go. Can you fish a 1/8? Sure. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna go down a little bit more on the brake. I'm not feeling that the brake is giving me any more distance, to be honest with you. Now that cast was probably a good 3 feet further than my previous cast. That felt really good on a 1/6 Rooster Tail. You can't beat it. So if you want to go out with your baitcaster, 1/6 is where I think you got to be. If you're into throwing with the baitcaster, know that you can bring your baitcaster out. If you go BFS, you could still take your baitcaster out and do some trout fishing. We're fishing the Warden's 1/6 Rooster Tail, and we're fishing with a 7.1 Zillion by Daiwa, medium light, with a Daiwa TUNA bait finesse reel. So it's a really nice setup. Knowing I can throw it out for trout, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Every cast is a little better than the last. Well, there you have it. We successfully fished a 1/6 ounce successfully on a bait finesse baitcaster, and we were able to get down to a 1/8 on a spinning setup. I think you could really go even lower than that if you wanted with a spinning reel setup, but the bait finesse, I don't think anybody in their right mind would throw a 6 ounce anything on any baitcaster unless it was a BFS. So really happy with this system. Again, I'll leave the links in the description of the 2 rods and reels that I'm fishing and the lures. And I really appreciate you guys coming around and kind of checking things out. So let's get out of here. Come on, buddy. So it was a crazy day. Well, I wouldn't say it was a crazy day. So we really got to the feel how these 2 rods worked with the Rooster Tails. I think it was a good test. It's nice to know that if I get asked to do some trout fishing and I just happen to have my BFS baitcaster system with me, I can still go fishing. All right, man. Time to go. Just in case you were wondering, this drone is made by DJI. This is the DJI Neo. And as you can see, it kind of flies around. It's always looking at me. This has been able to get me a lot of really nice shots. So yeah, if you're a YouTuber, this might be one of those things that works out real nice for you. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate you stopping by, checking out Kirk Allen Outdoor Adventures. I'm Kirk from Kirk Allen Outdoor Adventures. Just in case I forgot to say that in the first part of the video. Unfortunately, I got to watch all these videos to see this video to remind myself that I put this in the end of the videos when it's the last video. So, thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.